Hello everyone, welcome to the Doubtlet. In this video, we will learn about quadratic equations. Means what are the quadratic equation, how we can determine whether equation is quadratic or not, and how we can find the roots of that quadratic equation. So first of all, I will tell you the format of quadratic equation. So suppose if any equation is written in the form of ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0, where a is not equal to 0, comma a comma b comma c belongs to R, where R is the real number. So such type of equation we can say as quadratic equation. So degree of polynomial should be 2. So let's suppose if there is an example, we can write 2x plus 5. So this is of degree 1. So we can call it a linear equation. This is linear, this is not quadratic. But if we will write here x square plus 1, then we can write the degree of this polynomial as 2 and we can classify this as quadratic equation. So this is clear. Now if we have to write this equation in the factored form of linear equation, so we can write this as a multiplied by x minus alpha and x minus beta, where x is the variable and alpha and beta are the roots of the equation. We can call them as roots of equation. And now there is a specific relationship between these two roots and the coefficient of quadratic equation. So suppose if we will find the sum of the roots, then we can write this as minus b divided by a. It means minus times of coefficient of x divided by coefficient of x square. So this is the relationship between sum of roots and coefficients of quadratic equation. Now if we will need to find the product of the roots, so what we have to do, we have to find the value of c upon a, where c is the constant term and a is the coefficient of x square. And if you want to find the difference of roots, means first root minus second root, then we can write this as under root of d by a, where d is the discriminant. So if we will talk about the discriminant, so if we will find the value of b square minus 4ac in the quadratic equation, then if d is greater than 0, then roots are real. Both roots are real and distinct. Means both roots are not equal. And if d is equal to 0, then both roots are real and equal. And if d is less than 0, then we can write that both roots are imaginary. Means roots will not be real. And we can also write them as complex conjugate roots. So if one root is of the form a plus iota b, then other root must be a minus iota b. And if we want to just draw the graph, a rough sketch of how the basically the quadratic equation represents a parabola. So suppose this is an upward parabola and it cuts the x-axis. So this is x-axis and this is y-axis. It cuts the x-axis at 2 points. First is alpha and another is beta. So this is the rough sketch of quadratic equation that represents a parabola where a is greater than 0. Means if the coefficient of x square is greater than 0, then parabola will be shaped upward. And in the another case, if we will take the value of a is less than 0, then the parabola will be downward. Means its mouth will be downward. So this is the root of equation, that is alpha comma beta. And here are the real roots. And if d is less than 0, then this will not intersect the x-axis, or it may be of the form like this. So I hope you got the concept till here. So this is the basics of the quadratic equation. Now what we will do, we will solve some examples to find the roots of the real quadratic equation. So here are the examples. So in the first example, this quadratic equation is given, and we know that the coefficient of x square is 1, so 1 is not equal to 0, so we can write the degree of this quadratic equation as 2. And if degree is 2, then it is a quadratic equation. To find the roots, we can use two methods. First is, we can simply factorize the middle term. We can expand the middle term as the product of the coefficient of x square and constant term. So we can write this as 3x as 2x plus x plus 2. And if we will take x common from these first two terms, we can write this as x plus 2. And if we will take 1 common from these next two terms, this is also become x plus 2. Now in these two terms, x plus 2 can be taken as common. So we can write this as x plus 2 into x plus 1 is equal to 0. Then we can find the roots as x is equal to minus 2 and x is equal to minus 1. So these are the values. So we can assume this as alpha and assume this as beta. So these are the two roots. Now if we will go by the discriminant method, so first we will check the value of b square minus 4ac. So here we can write this as a as 1, value of b is 3 and c is 2. So if we will solve, this will become 9 minus 4 multiplied by 1 multiplied by 2. So this value is 1 and it is greater than 0. It means roots are real and distinct. So here roots are real numbers and both are not equal, means these are distinct number. So from here we have justified this. Now if we can't expand this middle term, means 3x here has been expanded in 2x plus x plum, but in many cases it can't be expanded. So we will use the Sridharacharya method here to find the roots. So roots are minus b plus minus under root of d divided by 2a. So if we will just put the value of b and a and d in this formula, then we will get the value of roots. So minus b is minus 3 under root of 1 divided by 2 into 1. So if we will solve this, this will become minus 3 plus minus 1 divided by 2. So we will solve differently for plus and minus. So if we will solve for plus sign, so we will get alpha. So this is minus 3 plus 1 divided by 2. So it will become minus 1. And if we will solve for beta, then we will take the minus sign. So it will become minus 3 minus 1. So it will become minus 2. So from here we also get the value of alpha as minus 1 and beta as minus 2. We can exchange the alpha and beta. So this is how we have find the roots by Sridharacharya method. So we will just take the second example here, that is 2x square plus x plus 1. So here the degree of polynomial is 2, so it is a quadratic equation. So first we will try to find the value of discriminant to check the nature of the roots. So from here we can write that a is equal to 2, b is equal to 1 and c is equal to 1. So d is b square minus 4ac. So value of d is 1 minus 4 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 1. So we can write this as 1 minus 8 is minus 7. So from here we have calculated that value of d is less than 0. So if d is less than 0, then the nature of roots will be imaginary. And for imaginary roots, we will use the Sridharacharya method again. So we will use this method, minus b plus minus under root of d divided by 2a. So if we will solve this, then we will get minus 1 plus minus under root of minus 7 divided by 2 multiplied by 2. So if we will take the value of alpha, so we will consider the positive sign. So it will become minus 1 plus. So we can write this as root 7 iota. Root 7 iota. Because iota is minus 1 under root. And divided by 4. And if we will take the beta, so we will just get the minus sign here. So it will be minus 1 minus 7 iota divided by 4. So these are the two roots of this equation. And these are the complex conjugate, because the imaginary term means the coefficient of iota has the difference of minus. Rest all the terms are same. So these are the roots. So this is how we have solved two different equations. One is having real and distinct root, and another is having imaginary complex conjugate roots. So if you want to solve more such equations, then you can use my calculator, whose link I will provide in the description below, and it will provide you the step-by-step solution of any quadratic equation, and it will also tell the sum of roots, product of the roots, and nature of the roots also, and value of discriminant also. So I hope you got all the concepts that I am trying to deliver in this video. Please share this video with your friends so that they can also learn from this video. Thank you very much. So I hope you got the concept what I am trying to deliver. So if you like this video, please hit the like button below, comment on this video, give the feedback so that we can improve upon the quality and the content of the solutions and the questions that we are providing. And please share it with your friends so that they can also learn the basic concepts and give proper feedback. And in the end, if you want to ask any other doubt, then visit my website. That is, link is given below in the description, and you can also ask your doubt by posting them in the comment box below. Thank you very much.